Okay, hello everybody, and welcome to today's open house for That Clean Life for Business. My name is Abigail. I'm the co-founder of That Clean Life for those of you guys who I haven't met yet. And I also have Ashley here. Ashley, do you want to say hi and introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi guys. I'm Ashley, and I'm the customer success lead here at That Clean Life. I'm also a holistic nutritionist myself, so I am really stoked to see so many familiar names and so many of my colleagues coming out today. We have some awesome stuff in store for you guys, and I cannot wait to share it with you.
Yeah, I'm super excited about today's content. We have so much awesome stuff to share with you guys. And we have a ton of amazing people signed up for today's open house too. So because I know you guys are excited to learn more, what I'd love to do is get this party started right away. So in order for Ashley and I to really enjoy this and have fun, we thrive when you guys talk and interact with us. So we want you to pop into the chat box, open that up, let us know where you're tuning in from, say hello, and get ready to chat a lot, ask a lot of questions, because we're ready to get this party started. So I'm going to go ahead and shut my camera off so you're not distracted by my waving hands throughout the open house, and we're going to get started here. Okay, so I'm just opening up the chat box, guys. Whew, okay, we've got a lot going on in there. It's going too fast for even me to say hello. So we have Jan from North Dakota, Corrine from BC, amazing. We have Chicago in the house. We have Toronto, New Hamburg, Florida. Do we have anybody from Europe or Australia? Oh, I see Cambridge in the UK. I see a lot of Floridas. You guys are lucky being in Florida. Utah, amazing. Jen, hi from New York. Cool. Keep those introductions coming. We'd love to see who's here. Looks like we have representation across the world. So are you guys excited? Are you guys excited about today's open house? Because we're super excited to have you here today. Like I said, we're going to cover a lot. And if you've ever been to one of our webinars before, you know we tend to get really excited and talk kind of fast. So I'm going to ask you to close out any distractions, like if you have Facebook open or Instagram. I want you to close those all out and really tune in for this next hour, because what we're about to share with you will be a serious game changer for your business. And I don't say that lightly, because That Clean Life has transformed many businesses, and I'm confident it can be the tool that takes your business to the next level too. So here's our promise. We promise you that today we are going to give you an education that takes most wellness professionals years to learn, and we're going to give it to you for free today. So this is going to be so worth your time. This open house is not going to be slow or dull or boring. We're going to be running super fast here. We're going to be covering some really awesome stuff that will help you move your business forward. So guys, that's the game plan. And if you are ready and excited to continue, I want you to type in "let's go" into the chat box. So I know you are ready to dive into all of this goodness that we have planned for you today. Okay, amazing. You guys are pumped. I love it. So let's start with a little story time, because I want you to understand exactly where the concept of That Clean Life came from. So years ago, I found myself in a really dark place, and I developed 2 habits that helped me turn it around, and that actually helped me turn my whole life around. And these 2 concepts were clean eating and meal planning. And every week I'd sit down and plan out my meals and prep for a healthy week ahead. And doing this week after week, my whole world started to change, and my friends and family started to notice. And they asked me if I could share my weekly meal plans. So putting together these meal plans at the time took me a lot of time. So I charged money. I charged people money to download my meal plans. In fact, I charged $9 to download one of my weekly meal plans, which, like, looking back, this makes me laugh because it was just way too little. But in our first 6 months of business, we made $12,000 just from selling $9 weekly meal plans. So this is when I knew we were onto something, because during these first 6 months, it became so clear to me that people want to eat healthy, but they don't know where to start. So I learned that when you give people a meal plan with recipes and a grocery list, it provides them with a solid roadmap. And it really makes eating healthy so much easier because it removes the guesswork and makes it much more likely for people to stay organized and achieve success. But here's the thing. Like I said, creating meal plans takes hours. And most wellness professionals just don't have that time to put together these plans, which is really unfortunate because we know they are such a powerful resource. And this is exactly why we created That Clean Life for Business, to give you wellness professionals a tool to easily create beautiful nutrition plans for your clients without having to spend hours on it. So using That Clean Life for Business, you can easily create meal plans, single recipes, grocery lists, prep guides, recipe books, and then these resources have the power to change your clients' lives. Over the last few years, That Clean Life for Business has taken the nutrition industry by storm, and it has literally changed the way nutritionists build their businesses and create client materials. So today, we're going to show you how powerful the platform really is, how to use it to attract new clients, grow your business, and give you tons of real-life examples of how other wellness professionals, just like you guys, have used the platform to take their business to the next level. So if you currently have a nutrition business, we're going to show you how to use That Clean Life to scale it and take it to the next level. And if you don't have a business, we're going to show you how to use That Clean Life to start attracting paying clients and turn them into raving fans so you can build your brand. And if you stay until the end, we have a super special bonus offer. Guys, we put together an incredible package that is going to help you implement everything we teach you today with weekly support from both Ashley and myself. So be sure to stick around until the end to hear more about that, because I am so confident that this offer will help you move your business forward in just 3 weeks. And we're so excited to tell you more about it. But you got to stick around till the end if you want to hear about it. Sound good, guys? If so, I want you to give me a heck yes in the chat box. So in today's open house, we are going to cover 3 secrets. Secret number 1 is how to create beautiful resources for your clients in minutes without spending hours on it. Secret number 2 is how to keep a steady stream of clients knocking at your door, wanting to work with you. And secret number 3 is how to get a massive return on your That Clean Life investment. So if at the end of today's open house, you decide to join That Clean Life for Business, our number 1 priority will be for you to get a massive return on your investment. And this is all going to be pretty inspiring, and I can almost guarantee you're going to walk away from this session feeling so excited and ready to take action. Like I said, I think I've said it 3 times now, we're super excited to dive into this content, so let's get into it. We're going to start with secret number 1. And that's how to create beautiful resources for your clients in minutes without spending hours on it. So many wellness professionals don't take the time to put together incredible resources for their clients and their group programs. So why is this? Why is this happening? Because it takes hours to find the right recipes. Then it takes way too much time to make each client a meal plan from scratch. Then writing out the grocery list is a super big pain in the butt. And formatting everything is also a pain in the butt. And you guys probably don't want to pay a recipe developer or a photographer. And you probably don't want to have to use Photoshop or Canva or pay for nutrition analysis software on top of all that, right? So yeah, when you look at it this way, creating customized resources for your clients and community sounds like it's not worth it. But newsflash, you don't need to do all of these things in order to create beautiful resources for your clients that get them results. This is exactly why we've built That Clean Life. So you can put together customized meal plans in minutes, have instant access to professional recipes and photography, create resources like meal plans with your custom branding, and guys, no graphic designer necessary. And so you can have real-time nutrition analysis at your fingertips. So I could tell you how magical That Clean Life is and how easy it is and how much time and money it's going to save you. But I thought for today, I will just show you how you can do this live in about 5 to 10 minutes using That Clean Life for Business. Does that sound good to you guys? Would you guys like to go right into the platform and see what this is all about? If so, I can fire up my screen share and I can take you right in. Okay, cool. Seeing some yeses in the chat box. Amazing. So give me 1 second here. Okay. Ashley, can you just confirm you can see my screen okay there?
Yep, looks good.
Okay, amazing. So this is what you first see when you log into That Clean Life for Business. Now, the very first thing you're going to be hit with is our setup wizard. So I'm going to bring that up here and I'm going to walk you through the very minimal setup that's required. Under My Business, we're going to ask you to upload your business logo and input your business information. And guys, once you do this, everything that you export from That Clean Life is going to have your custom branding on it. So we're going to take your logo and your business information and apply it to all of your PDF exports to make it look nice and professional. So I'm going to click continue here. Next step is to choose your units of measure. You can choose US or the metric system. You can choose your PDF theme. So we have 3 different PDF themes: classic, modern, and bold. And you can also choose what nutrition information you want to display on your meal plan. When you're finished with that, click continue. We'll take you to video tutorials if you want to watch those or skip them. And after that, we're going to give you a walkthrough of all the key features so you can get up and running with That Clean Life real fast. So that's it. That's the only setup that's required. Once you do this, you're ready to hit the ground running, and we walk you through it all. So now we're in our recipe gallery. So guys, we give you access to hundreds and hundreds of healthy, delicious recipes. All of these are designed, developed, and tested right here in-house at That Clean Life. So we add new recipes to this gallery every single week, so you're constantly getting access to more and more inspiration. Now, you're going to notice that every recipe comes with a bright, beautiful photo that will actually get your clients excited to eat healthy. To find recipes that meet your clients' needs, you're going to want to scroll back up to the top here and use our filters. So our filters make it super easy for you to find recipes based on requirements. So let's say you want to search for meals that take 20 minutes or less. You can also search for meals based on tags. So gluten-free, egg-free, vegan, paleo, keto, the list goes on and on. We have all of our recipes tagged so you can easily find what you need really quickly. You can search for ingredients you want to include in your search. So if you want to find recipes that include bananas, you can search for that. And you can also search for recipes based on ingredients you want to exclude. So if your client has a ton of food sensitivities, just pop those sensitivities under the ingredients you want to exclude and click filter recipes. You also have the option to search for recipes based on nutrition information. So if you want to search for meals based on calories or fat, carbs, fiber, sugar, protein, or sodium, we make it super easy for you to do that too. Once you're finished putting in your filters, just click filter recipes and we'll show you those that match those needs. So now let's take you right into a recipe here. Let's go into this 1-pan lemon chicken. You're going to see this takes 35 minutes. It requires 7 ingredients. You're going to see it has the directions, recipe notes, ingredients, and if you click on the nutrition tab, you'll see a full nutritional breakdown for this recipe. And this is provided with every single recipe, which is really cool. Under ingredients, you're going to see that this particular recipe makes 2 servings. But the really cool thing about That Clean Life's recipes is they can be scaled up or down depending on your client's needs. So let's say you're making a meal plan for a family of 4 and you want to scale this up to 4 servings. You can easily drag and drop that slider. We'll adjust all the ingredients for you in real time, which is super handy. I don't know if you guys have ever developed your own meal plans from scratch and needed to scale recipes manually, but it can be a huge pain in the butt. So we take care of all of that for you. Another really cool thing about our recipes is that you can modify them to suit your client's needs. So this is really cool because you can take one recipe and turn it into different variations depending on what your clients need. So let's say, for instance, I'm looking at this recipe and I see that it calls for, I'm going to scale back to 2 first. It calls for 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Let's say I want to make this recipe oil-free. So all I need to do is click the copy button. I'm going to rename this recipe oil-free and click copy. Now I can change anything I want about this recipe. So I will remove the olive oil. And when I remove an ingredient, you guys are going to notice that the nutrition information updates in real time. And same if I add an ingredient, like let's say I wanted to add, let's say a side salad. So I'm going to add some baby spinach here. I'm going to add 4 cups of that and click add. Again, nutrition information is going to update in real time. You can change anything you want about our recipes to, change the amount of calories or fat or carbs to kind of make them your own. And when you're finished, you just scroll down to the bottom and you click Save Recipe. And this will save the recipe into your personal recipe box. So your personal recipe box is private. It can only be seen by you. This is where you're going to keep track of any recipes that you modify. And you can also input your own recipes into that Clean Life too. So just click add or edit, and you can either import the recipe from the web using a URL, or you can import a photo and input the recipe manually. And yes, when you input the recipe manually, we will calculate out the nutrition information for you. So let's say you want to add something super simple like apples and almonds. It's a 1-minute snack. It creates 1 serving, and it is a snack, so I'll add that tag. When you start adding the ingredients, you will see that the nutrition information starts to calculate out for you. So I added 1 apple. Now you can see this has 95 calories per serving. And if I add almonds, I'll add, let's say, a 1/4 cup of those. Again, nutrition information calculates out for you. When you're finished, simply save this recipe into your personal recipe box, and it'll be there forever. And you never have to add it again. You can use it over and over again. Now, as a business member, we also give you access to pre-made programs. So these can all be found under the Programs tab. So here's a list of our pre-made programs. I won't read these all out to you today for the sake of time, but these are all listed at thatcleanlife.com/programs. So all of our programs come with a pre-made meal plan, a prep guide, and you can always read the description along with recipes as well. So let's say you're scrolling through here and you're looking at the low carb paleo plan. You can click on view and we'll take you to the meal plan. So this meal plan is all laid out for you. All servings have been set and leftovers have been marked. So leftovers are where you see meals in gray. So for instance, you're going to make the zucchini carrot souffle muffins on Monday, and then you're going to have them throughout the week marked as leftovers. Grocery list. So your grocery list is always being automatically added up for you. So at any point in time, you can click on list, and we will take you to a full grocery list for this particular meal plan as well. So that's really cool because you don't have to think twice about this. We're always going to make your grocery list and add everything up for you. Now, switching back to the planner, you're also going to see something really cool about our meal planner is that we always show you the daily amount of calories and macros and micros totaled up for you on top of every single day on the plan. If you guys prefer to see this as a percentage, just click on the little pie icon here and we'll show you the percentage of fat, carbs, and protein on a per day basis too. So just like you can modify any of our recipes, you can also modify any of our pre-made programs. So let's say you want to change something about this plan. All you need to do is click the copy button. I'm going to call it low carb paleo diet. Let's say my client's name is Tim, and I'll click copy plan. You can even scale it if you want to. So if you need it to feed more than 1 person, you can scale it to 2 people, 3 people, or even 4. But I'm going to leave it at 1 for today and just click copy plan. Now I have a version of the plan I can modify. So this cauliflower, kale, and sausage bowl, like let's say I know that Tim doesn't like cauliflower, I can remove that from breakfast And now I can go back and fill that in with a low carb paleo breakfast that Tim would love. So that's how easy it is to use our pre-made programs and kind of tweak them according to your client's needs. But keep in mind, you can also build your meal plans from scratch. So some of you are working with clients that have very specific needs, in which case, a pre-made program is not going to work for you. But no problem. To build your own meal plans from scratch, just click on New. You can give it a name. So I'm going to call this Ashley's plant-based program, and I'm going to call it week 1 and go create plan. Now I have a blank template to work with. I can head back to the recipe gallery. I'm going to go filters and I'm going to search for vegan. Let's start with breakfast recipes and click filter. And now I can start adding some breakfast recipes to Ashley's plan. When I add them to her plan, again, guys, the nutrition information is going to calculate out for you and your grocery list will automatically be updated. Now I'm going to go under recents. I'm going to switch back to that low carb paleo diet because I'm sure some of you are wondering, okay, how do I send this to my client? Like, what does the final version look like? So let's say this meal plan's all ready to go. You love the way it looks. At this point, all you need to do is click export. We're going to ask you, do you want to download it or email it to your client? So next you can choose whether you want to include the meal plan, the grocery list, notes, and up to you whether you want to include nutrition information or not. Next, you can choose a cover page. So I'm going to put the bell pepper egg cups on the front page cover with my logo to make it look nice and professional. And you can also add any notes or special instructions under this part here that says brief if you want to include a page with your meal plan with your personal notes. And that's it, guys. All you need to do is click Start Export, and we're going to bundle in everything in one single PDF, apply your custom branding, and it's going to be ready to rock your client's world. So let's open up that PDF so you can see what it looks like. Front page cover is going to have whatever photo you chose. It's going to have your logo, the name of the plan, your name, and your website, which is clickable. Next page is going to have the meal plan at a glance. So this is very visual. It's very fun. A lot of clients like to print this and stick it on their fridge. I'll zoom in a bit here for you. Every single page is going to have a footer or a header with your logo and your business information. So everything is custom branded and looks professional and consistently formatted. Next page is going to have your itemized grocery list. Everything is added up so Tim can literally, pull this up on his phone or print it and start following your nutrition advice right away. And after that, we're just going to bundle in all the recipes that your clients will need to follow this particular meal plan. So everything's here in one nice package, ready to go. So that's why I say that creating customized meal plans for your clients can be easy. Now, another way you can use that Clean Life is to create recipe books, because not all clients are into following a meal plan, right? And not all of you guys want to develop meal plans for your clients. So you can use that Clean Life to develop simple recipe books for your clients just to give them some healthy eating inspiration. So I started one here called the Ultimate Whole Food Plant-Based Recipe Guide. So I've thrown a bunch of plant-based recipes onto a meal plan. Let's say I'm working with a client who's trying to transition to a plant-based lifestyle. So I'm going to give her a bit of inspiration. I have a ton of recipes on here to get her started. And I'm just going to click export. And I'm going to say I don't want the meal plan or the grocery list. And totally up to you whether you want to include the notes and nutrition. Again, you can choose a beautiful front page cover for your recipe book. So I'll put the hummus toast with avocado on the front page cover, and then just click export. And I'm going to open that up to show you what that looks like. So same type of deal, guys. You'll have a beautiful cover page, all custom branded, but then it's just recipes. So no meal plan and grocery list. It's just a recipe book. So this is just another way you can use that Clean Life to provide even more value to your clients. So guys, that's kind of a high level overview of what that Clean Life for business is and how we can help your business grow, and how you can create customized resources for your clients in minutes. So I'm going to switch back over here. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I hope that helped you see why I say that creating beautiful resources for your clients can be easy. Because instead of spending hours and a ton of money to put these resources together, we help you do it in minutes. So we're kind of your all-in-one meal planner, recipe developer, photographer, nutrition calculator, and Ashley and I are here for you to be your business coaches too. So please don't tell me that you don't have time or that creating customized resources for your clients is too hard. I really think that's a cop-out because we're literally giving you the tools you need to provide such an incredible client experience and so much more. So you can offer meal planning as a service, create materials for group programs and free challenges and more. And you guys, you can charge money for it. It's totally doable. And our That Clean Life for Business members prove that every single day. So I've talked enough. I'm going to turn it over to Ashley to fill you in on secret number 2, which is how to keep a steady stream of clients knocking at your door.
Yes, one of my absolute favorite topics. And guys, now that Abigail has shown you how easy it is to create beautiful resources like recipes, meal plans, recipe books, grocery lists, prep guides, all that good stuff for your clients, it's really important for us to talk about how you can use these things to actually get more clients knocking on your doors. Because one of the things that we hear all of the time from wellness professionals is that the wellness industry is totally saturated and that it is super, super difficult to actually stand out in this super busy space. And then, of course, the complaint that always kills us the most is I can't get any new clients. So be honest, guys. Who here has actually felt these things or said these things to yourself? Do you feel like it's hard to get new clients? Do you feel like it's hard to stand out in this saturated industry? Let us know in the chat. This is a place of radical transparency, so you can be totally honest. We've all been there. And while the wellness industry is for sure a crowded space, as you guys have noticed, when you put in the work, you can and you will stand out in the crowd and visible to your ideal clients for sure. So with That Clean Life for Business, you can create resources and do the things that will set you up to have a steady stream of your ideal clients who want to work with you. Now, there are lots of different ways that you can use That Clean Life to grow your business, and we see our members using it in so many creative ways every day. But for the sake of time, let's focus on just 3 ways that you can use That Clean Life to get more clients in your practice. And those 3 ways are by creating lead magnets, giving free talks, and running free challenges. Now, I'm going to break down each of these tactics into a little bit more detail so that you can get an idea of the steps that you can take to use each of them. So first, let's talk about lead magnets. And before we jump into explaining how you can use a lead magnet to get more clients, I think it's important to define what exactly we mean when we say lead magnet. So a lead magnet is a piece of downloadable content that you offer to send a potential client for free in exchange for their email address. And I'm curious to know how many of you guys here today already have a lead magnet up and running. Let me know in the chat if this is something that you've already put together and are using to bring in more clients in your practice. I see Julie's doing it. I'm sure a couple of you guys have, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have at least thought about it. So the reason that a lead magnet is great for growing your business is because as people opt in to download your lead magnet, your mailing list will grow bigger and bigger. And guys, when we are talking about your mailing list, size matters. The bigger your list grows, the more people you have to talk to and to work on converting into paying clients. So with That Clean Life for Business, you can easily create a really beautiful and attractive lead magnet that would be irresistible to your ideal client. I see so many of you guys saying in the chat that it's something you want to work on or that you have one that needs updating. And the great thing about That Clean Life is that it makes it easier than ever to create a curated recipe book or a short sample meal plan to share as a lead magnet. I'm going to give you guys some examples of how our members are creating lead magnets using that Clean Life. So one example is recipe books. Let's say that you specialize in helping busy, burnt out, working moms get their vitality back and feel amazing again. So you can use that Clean Life for Business to create an awesome recipe book called 7 Easy Family-Friendly Dinners that can be on the table in less than 15 minutes. Right? That would be life-changing for somebody who is your ideal client and struggles with getting dinner on the table for their family in a short amount of time every day. And you can create this easily using those filters that Abigail just showed you to search for dinners and set the time limit to 15 minutes. Then you'll see all of the recipes in that Clean Life that fit that criteria. You can pick your favorites and you can add them to a meal plan. Once that's done, you export that recipe book and voila, that is it. In just a couple of clicks, you have yourself an ideal lead magnet to attract your client who is a busy mom who needs easy dinner options. Or let's give you another example. You can create short-term meal plans to use as a lead magnet. So let's say that you specialize in helping women who have IBS feel less gassy and finally be bloat-free. So in that case, you might want to use that Clean Life for Business to create a 3-day Beat the Bloat meal plan to use as a lead magnet. So what you can do is create that 3-day meal plan and then export the meal plan with a grocery list, recipes, everything custom branded with your logo. And there you go. You have the most amazing free resource that your ideal client can download. And that's going to be super valuable. They're going to have results from that right away within those 3 days. And that will start the conversion process to turn them into paying customers. You can even, with your lead magnets, insert a page that introduces yourself and tell people who you are, how you created the plan, how you specialize in working with women who have IBS, live a bloat-free life, and really communicate to them that you are the person to help them with their problem. So as we discovered in the chat earlier, many wellness professionals do not have a lead magnet. And because of that, they're not really working on building their email list. And we feel like that is just such a huge mistake. Yes, creating a lead magnet can be a lot of work, but with that Clean Life for Business, you can build an awesome lead magnet that will appeal and attract your ideal clients in just a few clicks, like under an hour worth of work, really. And when you have a great lead magnet, you can build that email list bigger and bigger. And the bigger it is, like I said, size matters, the more people you have to convert into paying clients. So the second way that you can use that Clean Life to attract more clients is to give free talks. Giving a free talk in your community is such an awesome strategy to grow your audience and get more paying clients fast. It helps you create new connections, develop trust that really proves to the people who came out that you are a nutrition expert, and it grows your following and increases your brand awareness way more than shouting into the void of social media ever could. So speaking will give you the opportunity to let the people who come know who you are and how you can help them and actually develop a personal relationship with you. And when you do free talks right, I promise you guys will be booking clients way more than you ever thought possible. They are one of the most effective strategies to growing your practice. Now, of course, we have to address the elephant in the room, which is that giving free talks is scary as hell. And the first time that you do it, you will probably be further outside of your comfort zone than you have ever been before. It is scary, guys, but it is so worth it. In fact, we have seen our members and other wellness professionals quadrupling their client base in just a couple of months using this technique alone. Nothing else but adding a monthly free talk into their marketing plan. So if you're wondering how free talks work, basically a free talk is like a seminar where you just present a piece of information about one niche topic in a compelling way. And when you give a free talk, you can use that Clean Life for Business to generate gorgeous custom branded handouts to accompany your free talk that your participants can actually take home with them. So I'll give you some examples of how that can look. Let's say you specialize in sports nutrition. Actually, let me know, how many of you guys do specialize in sports nutrition who came out here today or have an interest in that? So if you do specialize in sports nutrition, a CrossFit studio or a boutique fitness studio in your community would be an amazing venue for a free talk. So if you are giving a free talk on post-workout recovery for CrossFitters specifically, maybe you'd want to make a handout of the perfect post-workout smoothie. You can create and export the smoothie recipe. Actually, in this example, this is a smoothie recipe we already have in that Clean Life. It's got pineapple, turmeric, all kinds of amazing anti-inflammatory ingredients, perfect for post-workout. So you could export this as a PDF from that Clean Life, print copies, and then hand them out to participants during your free talk so that they can take the recipe home and give it a try. Now, because the recipe has your logo and contact information on it, it now acts as a business card for you. And it's a way more effective business card than like an actual business card, because they're actually going to make that smoothie. And every time they pull that recipe out to check it and to make their post-workout recovery smoothie, they're going to be thinking of you, which is really amazing and a great way to increase the number of touch points, because every time they see your logo on the recipe, that counts as a touch point, guys, and that increases the odds that they're going to become a paying client. So one more example about free talks, because I love sharing these. Let's say that you are doing a free talk on balancing your blood sugar for all day energy. You could export your 3 favorite sugar-free breakfast recipes for all attendees to take home with them, along with a little note that describes the other types of services that you offer. And maybe you're running an upcoming sugar-free challenge and you want to include an invite along with those 3 recipes that you're sending them home with. So you can kind of start to get an idea of how free talks can be super valuable and such a great way to get in front of new audiences, build that awareness of your brand and what it is that you do, and start converting attendees into paying clients. In order for you to get more clients, people need to know who you are, guys. They're not just going to magically find you and appear out of nowhere to knock on your door. You have to put in the time so that people can get to know you, like you, and trust you. And only then will they book an appointment with you or buy one of your programs. And you can easily use that Clean Life for Business to make that experience of building the know, like, and trust factor amazing, so that it really shows your ideal clients what kind of professional you are and puts premium resources in their hands so they know exactly what to expect when they work from you. And obviously, I have to say it again, guys, when you are giving free talks, this is a great opportunity to build your email list. Every moment is an opportunity to build your email list. So maybe get those participants emails and send them that smoothie recipe after instead of printing it. That would be a great way to add them to your email list. Okay, so one more way that you can use that Clean Life to get more clients, definitely not the final way. There are so many beyond the 3 that we're sharing here today, but that is to use that Clean Life to run free challenges. Now, a free challenge is amazing for injecting some growth into your business because it allows people to get a better sense of what you offer and how you can help them without having to pull out their wallets. It's essentially a commercial about what it's like to work with you. So this is the perfect way to build trust and educate the participants about how awesome you are so that they will be more likely to upgrade into your paid services after the free challenge. And again, guys, running a free challenge is an amazing way to grow your email list if that's been something that you've been struggling with or it's something that you've recently made a priority in your business. So if you've never run a free challenge before, I know that it can be really intimidating and seem like a ton of work. And honestly, it is. unless you have that Clean Life to make the whole process super simple and fun, because you can use that Clean Life to create beautiful resources that will completely blow your participants away because they're getting this for free, but it feels like a premium paid experience. So meal plans and recipe books are obviously some of the most helpful and valuable things that you can offer to your participants, and they make a great resource to guide people through your challenge and help them be successful. Like we've already showed you, you can use that Clean Life to super quickly and easily create custom meal plans or recipe books, either from scratch, or if you really just want to get this up and running, we have pre-made programs that you can use that make an awesome free challenge, right? You can take a 5-day program and use that for your free challenge. We have one called a Meal Prep Sunday program, which is the perfect template for like a 5-day meal prep challenge or something like that. And guys, those are just some of the ways that you can use it. I'll give you a few more ideas about free challenges, like just to get your creative juices flowing, but you could do a 5-day plant-based challenge. You could do a slow cooker challenge, a real food, real quick challenge, just to show people how quick and easy it can be to start eating a whole food diet. You could do a 5-day all-day energy challenge to help the participants observe how their energy improves when they start eating healthier. So many different ways that you could use this, especially relating to your own niches, whatever it is that you specialize in. But once you've created the resources on that Clean Life, all you have to do is click one button to export them as PDFs with your custom branding, and that's it. That's all you have to do. And now you have something impressive and super professional to deliver to your challenge participants. And having those beautiful food photos that are making them excited to try their recipes is going to increase the odds that they are going to stick to the challenge and get amazing results. And at the end of the challenge, you can let them know how they can continue working with you by presenting some kind of cool offer, maybe a bonus if they sign up to one of your paid programs within 48 hours. And when they're just finishing up the challenge and already seeing results, they're going to want to keep that momentum up and they're going to want to take advantage of that. So even though I know that running a free challenge can be totally overwhelming, when you have the right tool in your pocket, like that Clean Life, we can help you get it done, not just done, but like totally crush it, knock it out of the park, and use it as an amazing tool to grow your practice. And when you use that Clean Life to create a high converting lead magnet, create handouts for your free talks, and run a free challenge, you will be booking clients more than you ever thought possible, you guys. It is possible to grow way bigger than you thought you could. So let's move on to the third and final secret that you guys need to know about: how to get a massive return on your That Clean Life investment. So when used right, That Clean Life for Business should not be costing you money ever. It should be making you money every single month, bringing in more than you could have brought in without it. So listen up, because today we're going to share with you a couple of case studies that will show you how you can use the platform and set up your services and pricing to get a huge return on investment. I don't know about you guys, but I love creeping on my colleagues and seeing what has worked for them and exactly what they've done to grow. So we love sharing stories about how our members are doing things. The first thing I'm going to share with you is actually how I personally use That Clean Life to increase my income. And then I'm going to share the story of one of our That Clean Life for Business members, Katie, and how she used That Clean Life to run a free challenge that turned into a super successful group program launch. So first, my story. So as the customer success lead here at That Clean Life, my highest priority is helping all of our members make back their membership investment and way more beyond that. So That Clean Life can enhance the work that you're already doing. It can be a great tool to make your meal plans be finished a little bit quicker and look a little bit better. But my goal is to make sure that it helps you actually be able to do more in your business, not just do what you're doing better, but do more of it. So a little bit of my background: when I started practicing, I was hustling like crazy. Like some of you guys have said that you're giving free talks or that you've thought about it. I was giving free talks almost every week. I was teaching workshops. I even went as far as leaving my business cards in diet books at the bookstore. Like, I did that. I did everything to try and get new clients in the door. And some of it worked, some of it didn't. But what's really important is that even though I did it all, booking myself solid with like 5 to 6 clients per day was still not enough for me to actually feel like I was justifying self-employment. So even when I was fully booked and completely burnt out with seeing clients, when I looked at my cost of doing business, my office rent, my insurance, all of that, it didn't make sense. And it didn't feel like I was getting a return on investment for the time I was investing. And then on top of that, I was emotionally exhausted, starting to resent my clients who I felt like were taking a ton of energy from me and generally kind of feeling like a failure, and that maybe I should have gone into research instead of counseling. And if anyone else has ever felt those feelings, I would love to know in the chat box that I am not alone, because it was a struggle for me to have that burnt out feeling. Now, I knew that I wanted to do some kind of like group program thing because I knew that I had to be able to see more people at once in order to like make the money I wanted to make and also to have the impact that I wanted to have. But I had no idea where to get started with this. I was totally overwhelmed. Maybe some of you guys can relate to wanting to run a group program, but having no idea where to start and just wanting to give up before you even tackle it when you look at the amount of work that goes into it. So within a couple months of using That Clean Life myself, I launched my first group program, and it was a total game changer for me. I'm going to walk you through exactly how I did it, and I'm actually going to share with you guys how much money I made on my first round of running a group program, because I think that's important. So I designed a 6-week reset program. I ran it from November to December of 2016 to see what the response was like. And because I was trying to get proof of concept to see if I should launch a group program in January of 2017, because you guys know what the New Year's rush is like. So the cost of joining the program was $180. And with that, participants would receive 6 weeks of meal plans, weekly shopping lists, weekly prep guides, and access to a private Facebook community for support and accountability. I sent out 3 emails to promote the program to the clinic's email list where I was practicing. And the first one just introduced the program, explained what it was, invited people to sign up. The second email was a last chance reminder sent out just a couple days before the program started. And the third email was sent out to the people who opened the last chance reminder, but who didn't sign up for the program yet. So completely not complicated. These were not funnels that I wrote really far in advance. These were just basic emails that I typed up the same day that they were sent. And every week during the program, I would export the meal plan list and prep guide from That Clean Life. I would send the group email to my reset participants. No advanced tech skills required, guys. Like, I did the whole thing by email. I just sent the meal plans because I'm a huge believer that done is better than perfect. And I just wanted to test this out and see if it worked. And oh boy, did it work. So let me share the results of my first ever group program. So I had 36 signups into this program, which means that at $180 per person, the program was able to bring in an extra $6,840 for that 6-week period. And of course, this was on top of what I was already doing, on top of the money I was already earning from seeing clients one-on-one. So this was basically income that I could not have made without using That Clean Life to create that group program and give me the time that I needed to test it out. And then when January 2017 rolled around, I repeated the exact same process with another 6-week program. And that time, because of the whole New Year's situation, I actually had even more signups. I think I was over 50 for that one. So if you guys are thinking, like, good for you, Ashley, but I couldn't do that. You know, you have some secret advantage that I don't have that made it so you could pull this off. That is so untrue. Believe me when I say nobody was more surprised by these results than I was. I had no idea that I could get 36 people to sign up for a group program that they were paying like $200 for. I didn't have a huge email list. I just had a decent connection with a few people because I was giving a lot of free talks and stuff at the time. And most importantly, I just did it, right? Like, I just put myself out there and asked people to sign up. and saw what the response was like. So I know that if I can pull this off, there is no doubt in my mind that every single one of you guys can do the exact same to start bringing in additional income on top of what you are already doing. I promise. Okay, so I've been chatting for a while now, but if you guys are up for it, I have one more story I want to share with you. This one is from a That Clean Life for Business member named Katie, who just joined in October. And if you guys are interested in hearing how she launched her first group program within 3 weeks, please give me a heck yes in the chat box so that I know that you want to hear this. Amazing. Okay, I'm seeing lots of yeses. So when Katie joined That Clean Life, she had just left a clinic that she'd been working at for a couple of years, ever since she graduated school. So she had never been marketing herself. She had no email list. She had a really basic website that I think she had built while she was still in school, and limited time and money to put into attracting new clients because she had just given birth and she had like a 7-month-old baby at home. So can any of you guys relate to feeling like Katie, just sort of from scratch, not having a lot of time, but having a lot of drive and wanting to get things done? She was in the first round of our nutrition business building boot camp, which happened in October. And the very first thing that Katie did with us was create a lead magnet, because that's the first thing that we have people do in the boot camp. And at the end of the 2-week period during which she was promoting her lead magnet, she had 76 signups on her email list. So her email list was 76 people. It wasn't 7,000 people. It was 76 people. And what she did then was invite all of those 76 leads to join her for a free challenge that she had designed using That Clean Life. And from that invite sent out to 76 people, 50 of them signed up for her free challenge. And then from that free challenge, her goal was to convert 4 challenge participants into her paid program. Now, her result was way better than she expected. She actually more than doubled that and got 9 paying clients into the program. At $250 per person, that means that she was able to bring in $2,250 within the first group program that she launched 3 weeks after joining That Clean Life, guys. So on top of those people who joined her program, she also had people from the challenge who wanted to work with her in other ways. Like she had some who signed up with her to do one-on-one consults, some people who hired her to build personal meal plans for them, which she charges $80 a week for. So now you can see why I believe that That Clean Life for Business is not an expense to your business, but it's an investment in your business. And you can see a huge return on that investment really, really quickly when you use That Clean Life to do all the things that we mentioned today. And obviously, as Abigail mentioned, we are always here to support our members and make sure that they are getting the absolute most out of their membership to grow their business. And I'm going to turn things back over to Abigail now.
Okay, guys, so let's recap the 3 secrets. In secret number 1, we showed you how to create beautiful resources like nutrition plans, recipe books, and grocery lists for your clients in minutes instead of having to spend hours on it. We showed you that you do not need a graphic designer or a photographer or a recipe developer, or you don't need to pay for an expensive nutrition analysis software in order to provide really great high quality resources for your clients and community that really help them achieve success. In secret number 2, we showed you the 3 easy ways you can use That Clean Life to keep a steady stream of clients knocking at your door. And then in secret number 3, we showed you how to get a massive return on your investment using That Clean Life. So I want to ask you guys a question. How many of you are feeling kind of like this overwhelmed little emoji guy right now after learning everything that we've kind of thrown at you today? I know we've covered a lot today and it can be overwhelming, but we really want to continue this conversation and continue to build on what we've learned today. So that is why we've put together a very special package that will help you implement this stuff over the next few weeks with business coaching from both myself and Ashley. So would you guys like to hear about what's inside this package? If so, I want you to type cool into the chat box. Okay, I see lots of cools. I also see a question about if we're going to be answering questions. Yes, we are going to be having a giant Q&A at the end, so make sure you type your questions into the Q&A box so they don't get lost in the chat. So it looks like we've got lots of cools. You guys want to hear about this, so let me tell you. The package we've put together for you today is called the Ultimate Guide to Growing Your Nutrition Business. And this is a training system and tool to help you implement everything we've just talked about. Because knowing all of this stuff is cool, but if you don't actually implement it and get it done, it's not going to do you any good. And we don't want that to happen. So our Ultimate Guide to Growing Your Nutrition Business package will be available to those of you guys who are on our business yearly membership within the next 48 hours. So for those of you guys who are already members of That Clean Life on our yearly plan, you are already qualified for this offer. So if you are already a member of That Clean Life on our monthly plan, then you can upgrade through your account settings to take advantage of this bonus offer. And for those of you guys who aren't yet members of That Clean Life for Business, if you join our business yearly membership within the next 48 hours, you will get on the list. So let's go over exactly what is in this package. So when you purchase our business yearly membership in the next 48 hours, obviously, you get unlimited access to the best tool to grow your business, which is That Clean Life. And your That Clean Life membership includes the ability to export materials for your clients, like recipes or meal plans with your logo on them. So we help you create recipe books or even nutrition programs. And this is a super valuable feature in itself, because if you were to hire a graphic designer to do this type of work for you, they typically charge on average $80 an hour, if not more. And it would take them at least 3 hours to do the design work for just one single weekly meal plan. Then our business membership also gives you access to over 1,000 healthy recipes with professional photography. So we've spent years developing, testing, and photographing these recipes so you don't have to. And we keep them all in one place to allow you to filter them so you don't have to spend your precious time searching for the perfect recipe on Google or Pinterest or whatever. So we add new recipes weekly so you'll never run out of inspiration. And as a business member, you have the ability to edit any of our recipes like I was showing you. So if you need to add an ingredient or remove an ingredient, you can easily do that. And if you were to hire a recipe developer to develop this caliber of recipes for you, it would actually cost you a small fortune. Then being a business member also means you have access to over 50 done-for-you templates with meal plans, grocery lists, and recipes. And finally, if you've ever looked into nutrition analysis software, you know how expensive this can be. So that's why we've built it all right into That Clean Life. So when you input a recipe, we'll analyze the nutrition information for you instantly. So this brings the total value of our That Clean Life for Business membership up to $7,200. And once you're a That Clean Life for Business member, you're going to be able to do all of these things listed here on the screen. And these are just some of the ways you can use That Clean Life to grow your business. And the options are really endless. But my point here is that we're here to help you with so much more than just meal planning. We're really here to help you give nutrition guidance and grow your business in the most efficient and fun way possible. So on top of your 1-year membership to the platform, when you purchase our business yearly membership in the next 48 hours, we're also going to throw in a copy of our course, The Ultimate Guide to Growing Your Nutrition Business. So this course has been created by myself and Ashley, and it contains 4 modules and 13 lessons that are designed to help you grow your wellness business. So in module 1 of the course, we talk about how you can use That Clean Life to attract your ideal clients. So we talk about things like lead magnet creation, writing newsletters, and running free challenges. Then in module 2, we'll show you how to use That Clean Life to ensure an incredible client experience, like how to offer custom meal planning as a service and how to create meal planning guides and stuff like that. In module 3, we will show you how to use That Clean Life to scale your business using group programs and a meal planning subscription service. And then in module 4, we're going to help you decide your next steps through setting SMART goals for yourself. So this is literally all the lessons you need to start growing your business immediately, packed into one course. And the value of this course is $200. And again, we're going to give it to you for free when you sign up for a business yearly membership in the next 48 hours. But that's not all. This is the part I'm most excited about. When you invest in our business yearly membership in the next 48 hours, not only do you get access to that Clean Life for Business, the best tool to grow your wellness business, and an incredible course to help you use the platform to guide your business to success. On top of all that, we're also offering you a seat at our upcoming 3-week nutrition business building bootcamp, where we will work through the course together with weekly lessons. So the bootcamp kicks off next Wednesday, March 6th. And here's what we're going to be covering on a week-to-week basis. So we're going to get started right away with you guys here. Next week, in week 1, we're going to be talking about how to use that Clean Life to attract new clients, with a specific focus on how to create an irresistible lead magnet and give free talks. Then in week number 2, which will be the following week, we'll be talking about how you can use that Clean Life to create an incredible client experience and get more referrals. We'll also be having a very in-depth discussion on how to price your services and programs, because I see that's questions coming a lot in the chat. How much do I charge for this? We'll be covering that in the Nutrition Business Building Bootcamp. And in week number 3, we will be talking about how to scale your business. So we're going to be taking a deep dive into how to run a successful group nutrition program and how to create a high-end program. And we're also going to talk about setting goals for yourself in that final week too. So the total value of our 3-week business building bootcamp is $600. And again, we're throwing this in for you for free when you sign up for our business yearly membership in the next 48 hours. So everything is broken down here for you. This is everything you get when you sign up for our business yearly membership in the next 48 hours. And the total value of this package is $8,000. So if you hosted just one successful group program like Ashley or Katie, let alone multiple successful group programs, or if you brought on just 1 or 2 new clients into a high-end program, you can probably see why people would invest $8,000 into a system like this. Because at the end of the day, that Clean Life for Business doesn't cost you money, it helps you make more money. But here's the thing. You can become a business member for only $600 for the year. So like I said, if you were to hire the professionals to do this for you, like a graphic designer, a photographer, a recipe developer, and like a business coach, it could cost you way more than $8,000 for all of this. But because you're learning how to do it yourself and we're giving you the tools and resources to make it happen fast, you only pay $600 for the year to join. So guys, we want to make it a no-brainer for you to get started with us, because even if our business membership does only half of what we've claimed today, it will pay for itself with just one successful group program or one new successful raving client. So again, this offer is available to those of you who sign up for our That Clean Life for Business yearly membership in the next 48 hours. So if you've been thinking about joining That Clean Life, now is the time. Our Nutrition Business Building Bootcamp starts next week, and it's going to be awesome. And remember, for those of you guys who are already business yearly members of That Clean Life, you're already on the list to receive the bonus offer, so you don't have to do anything. And if you are currently on our business monthly membership, you can upgrade to our business yearly membership through your account settings, and that will automatically put you on the list to receive the bonus offer. So if you're interested to claim our ultimate guide to growing your nutrition business package, all you need to do is open up a new browser window and type in thatcleanlife.com/pricing. Simply choose our business yearly membership and you're all set. That's it, guys. As long as you're on our business yearly membership within the next 48 hours, you are ready to rock, and you will be on the list to receive an email that we're going to be sending out this Friday with the details on how to claim your bonus offers. So I have talked enough. Actually, I'm going to talk more because I'm going to answer your questions. But we want to turn it over to you guys and answer any questions you might have. So the chat is busy. So I want you guys to take your questions and pop those over into the Q&A box that you see at the little bottom. Click Q&A. Put your questions into there, because then they won't get lost. And Ashley and I are going to start working through those questions now. We're going to see how many we can get through here in the limited amount of time we have left. So fire those questions at us. I am going to turn my video back on. Hello, Ashley. Okay.
I'll get started. I've been noticing a lot of questions about different diets. If we have recipes for the DASH diet, Katie was asking. Someone was asking about paleo recipes, keto recipes. So guys, we have recipes for every different dietary philosophy, from low-fat vegan to keto, paleo. If you're doing like Whole30, we have sugar-free paleo recipes. We have low sodium recipes. And on top of that, like Abigail showed you, all the recipes are totally customizable. So you could take a shepherd's pie recipe that uses ground beef, and you could make that vegan by swapping out the ground beef for lentils, or you can make it keto by swapping out the mashed potatoes for mashed cauliflower. So whatever philosophy you're using with your clients, you'll be able to find recipes in our database.
Okay, next question is from Maria. Maria is asking, what's the maximum number of servings in recipes? So our recipes scale from 1 all the way up to 24 servings in a recipe.
And Maria's asking, I don't see one-on-one client anymore, but do more digital products. How can that Clean Life work with e-courses, ebooks, etc.? So a lot of our members are using that Clean Life to sell recipe books online, to sell meal plans online, to run online programs, to teach online courses. Basically, it provides you with the PDF content and resources that you need to do that in your business, whether or not you're seeing people one-on-one.
Cool. Next question is from Maria too. Do you have packaged meal plans recipes for elimination diets? Yes, we do. We have both an elimination diet. It's a 7-day program that you can take and either use as is or customize it. And then we also have an elimination diet tag, which allows you to search our recipe database. So when you apply the elimination tag, we'll only show you recipes that are suitable for the elimination diet.
Karen is joining us from Australia today. So thank you for coming, Karen. I'm sure it must be like some crazy hour for you. And she's asking, can you change the grocery list from ounces to grams, because that's what they use in Australia. So guys, whether you are using metric or imperial measurements, that's actually part of your setup process. So you can select if you want to see grams or if you want to see ounces, if you want to see like liters or gallons, and that way you will only see the measurements that are helpful for your clients where you live.
Okay. So Katie is asking, what happens to recipe instructions when you add or delete swap ingredients? So if you modify a recipe, you will want to modify the directions as well. So if you add an ingredient, make sure you go to the directions of the recipe and update that.
I've seen a couple of people asking in the chat, and also Marilyn asked in the Q&A box about the difference between the personal and the professional membership for that Clean Life. So if you are using that Clean Life in your business, you're going to need the business membership. You're going to need the professional membership. With the personal membership, you can't do anything other than meal plan kind of for yourself or your family. There's no exporting meal plans. There's no PDFs with logos on them. You can't bundle packages together. So if you're going to be using it with your clients at all, then you'll definitely need the features in the business membership. Oh, you also don't get access to the nutrition information on your planner, which you'll probably need if you're building meal plans for people. So hopefully that explains the difference.
Yeah, our membership for individuals is designed for individual and personal use. It is not designed for professional use. So if you're a wellness professional, go with our business membership for the best experience. Okay, so Marla is asking, can we automatically create prep guides for our meal plans, or does it have to be done manually? So guys, when we create our pre-made programs for you, we sit down and we create the prep guides by hand. This is not an automated process. This is something that we have to do that takes time, because computers don't know what can be prepped in advance and what can be stored as leftovers and when to take things out of the freezer. So if you create your own meal plans from scratch, you will need to create your own prep guides for them. And we have a whole blog post that outlines exactly how to do this. We walk you through our process on how we do this. So it's easy to do. You can use ours as templates. And yeah, it's once you get the hang of writing prep guides, it's not so bad.
Samantha's asking, how many recipes do you guys add each week? So every single week we update the recipe database with 6 to 9 new recipes, usually 9 per week.
And then I see Samantha's asking, can we create recipe booklets or meal plans and then charge for downloads? Absolutely, guys. Like, that's what we're here to help you guys do, is offer more services, create resources that you can sell. As long as all of our materials stay within the PDF format, you are good to go.
Rindy's asking, I work with people developing meal plans for food sensitivities. Can I eliminate a bunch of foods at once? This takes currently forever, and they end up with a handwritten menu. Okay, yes. So not only can you exclude a bunch of foods at once, but we also tag all of our recipes to hopefully make this even easier for you. So you don't have to exclude every dairy product, but you can search for dairy-free recipes, grain-free recipes, soy-free recipes, gluten-free recipes, nut-free recipes. The list goes on and on. We have all of the major food sensitivities tagged. And then if on top of that, they have sensitivities to ingredients like cauliflower or broccoli, you can add those into the mix. So you can exclude, like we have members excluding up to 50 plus menu items to make a meal plan for somebody with a ton of food sensitivities. So it is definitely possible.
Awesome. Okay, so I see a few questions still coming into the chat box. Guys, just so you know, we're over in the Q&A box now. That's where we're taking these questions from. So if you have questions that you want us to answer, please type those into the Q&A box. Don't put them into the chat because they get lost easily in the shuffle there. Melinda is asking, will the boot camp be available to watch at a different time, most convenient to us? So yes, when you join Business Yearly, you get access to our Nutrition Business Building Boot Camp. Those sessions will be happening live, but we'll always send you the replay. So if you can't attend the sessions live, you can get caught up on your own time whenever you'd like.
Marilyn's asking if she already has an account, can she take advantage of the boot camp? So like Abigail said, you guys, if you are not a member and you sign up with our Business Yearly membership, you'll get an invite to the boot camp. If you are currently a member on the monthly membership, you upgrade in the next 48 hours to the Business Yearly membership, you will get the invite to join the boot camp. And if you are already a member on the Business Yearly membership, you don't have to do anything. You just have to wait for us to pop into your inbox with that invite.
Amazing. Okay, so I see a few questions rolling in here, guys, that have to do with scope of practice, red states, legalities. Unfortunately, we can't answer anything about that. Ashley and I aren't legal experts, so we can't answer any questions related to your scope of practice or what you're allowed to do or not allowed to do. So anything like that, you're best to check with a legal expert like a lawyer. So unfortunately, we aren't able to answer those questions for you.
Yeah, we can't tell you what you're allowed to do, but if you do know that creating meal plans is not within your scope of practice, but providing recipes is within your scope of practice, then know that you can use That Clean Life to make recipe books, meal planning guides. You don't need to create custom meal plans for all your clients in order to use the platform.
Next question is from Mary. She's asking, is there a payment plan for the annual? And the answer is no. With our annual membership, it's $600 USD for the year. The only option is to pay that in one payment. We don't split the payments for that.
Katie wants to know if the materials say that Clean Life created them or if it's just her name, her business logo on the document. So your clients will never see the words That Clean Life on any of the PDFs. It will always be your logo, your business information. You don't need to like let them know that the recipes came from us or give us credit in any way when you're working with your clients. You just provide them the PDFs, and as far as they know, maybe you created all of those recipes in your own kitchen.
Okay, so I'm going to answer one more question here before we have to take off for today. Guys, if your questions didn't get answered, please email us at support@thatcleanlife.com. I'm just looking at the questions here and there's no way we can get through all of them. And a lot of them are actually repeats. So if you have questions, support@thatcleanlife.com. If we didn't get to it, I'm really sorry, but we're happy to answer any of your questions via email. Ashley and I are here for you to answer anything that's unclear. Just send us an email. Ashley just popped that into the chat, which is awesome. So you can just take that email and fire us your questions. So last question for today is from Jeanette. She's asking, if I upload my own recipes into the private section, are they still yours or do they become the property of That Clean Life? So any of your own recipes that you enter into your personal recipe box, those are private and can only be seen by you. And those are still your intellectual property. So Hopefully that helps. And that's in our terms of service as well. If you guys are curious, thatcleanlife.com/terms. And you can find a full list of all of our terms of service, including how you're allowed to use the PDFs, how you're allowed to use recipe photos and stuff like that as well. So that's the best place. So that kind of wraps up our Q&A section. Like I said, questions unanswered, email us at support@thatcleanlife.com. We have covered a lot in today's open house, and I mean a lot. We've shown you how you can create beautiful nutrition resources in minutes. We've shown you how you can use That Clean Life to attract more clients, how you can use That Clean Life to run group programs. And when you invest in That Clean Life for Business, our yearly membership in the next 48 hours, you're going to get access to the platform. You're going to get access to our course, and you're going to get access to our nutrition business building bootcamp, which kicks off next week. So before we go here, what I am going to do is I am going to pop the link to sign up, if you haven't already, into thatcleanlife.com/pricing. So you can go ahead and click on that link, select the business yearly membership. And once you've done that, you're already on the list to receive the email that we'll be sending out on Friday, which will include the links to sign up for your bonus offers. So I'd really encourage you guys to take advantage of this offer. The link is there, thatcleanlife.com/pricing. Choose your membership and get started. And remember, this bonus offer is only available for the next 48 hours. So don't delay. Sign up right away so you don't miss out on our 3-week nutrition business building bootcamp that starts next week. That's why we put a time limit on this, because the program starts next week. So we need to get you in there and get you all set up before that starts. So let's end this by saying thank you. Thank you all for coming out today with all your questions and all your enthusiasm. You guys have been awesome. Thanks for letting Ashley and I show you around the platform. We really appreciate it. And we hope that we see you all inside of That Clean Life for Business as business members real soon. So have a great day. Thanks again, everybody. And we'll talk soon. Bye.